Hey family, God bless. So I just wanted to share this quick word that the Lord gave me on Saturday, this past Saturday, about the next coming harvest moon. So Saturday morning, I had this quick flash dream where I was shown this highway and there were lots of cars on this highway driving. And then I was given this vision of the full moon, of this full moon, and it was like over top of this car. And it was daytime, and I heard that it was the first time that we could see the full harvest moon visible during the day. So I knew in this vision that it was a very significant sign. So immediately I woke up and started looking into more things on this. Prayed about it and got some more understanding on it. So it's some very interesting things that came up about this. So the Lord led me to a website on newsweek.com and an article about this coming full moon, this harvest moon. And it has a very interesting significance. So the article is titled September Full Moon to 2017, Why This Year's Full Corn Moon is Out of the Ordinary. So obviously there's no coincidence in that, and I'll put the link in the description as well so you can check it out yourself. So there's a couple things that I want to share that I got out of this article, that I found from this article. So it says the full moon is known as the full corn moon because it traditionally occurs during the time of year when corn is harvested. For this reason, it often gets the name a harvest moon. But 2017 is a little different. So the next thing I want to point out, it says the harvest moon is always the full moon closest to the fall equinox, which takes place on September 22nd, because October's full moon will arrive closer to this date in 2017. It will instead be this year's harvest moon. So basically what it's saying is that this year's harvest moon, usually it would be on September 22nd, but this year it's going to be in October. So that's out of the ordinary. That's not normal. And God said that the moon and sun and stars are for signs, and I quite definitely heard in that vision, or knew in that vision, was given to knowing that this was a significant sign about this harvest moon. So then another thing, last thing I want to share from this article says the full moon that follows the fall equinox will be the harvest moon. It will appear on October 5th. This moon is also known as the full hunter's moon, as it was once the time when people went hunting in preparation for winter. So just a few things I want to point out considering this October 5th date. So Sukkot is starting on the 4th, the sunset of the 4th. So basically it goes in, it begins on the 5th into the 11th of October. So October 5th basically is the start date of Sukkot, or the Feast of Tabernacles, or the Feast of Booths. And this is actually one of my favorite feasts, because this is the feast that God, one of the feasts that God really started teaching me about, And when he gave me that dream, that vision where I saw the booth, and he showed me go into the booth, and he gave me an understanding that that was his tabernacle, and he was having me go into his tabernacle. He was hiding me in his tabernacle. And this is when I was going through so many really bad attacks, spiritual warfare attacks, and he was hiding me from the enemy in his tabernacle. And he was teaching me about Sukkot and about and through all this. So this is one of my favorite feasts, and one of the feasts that he was always pointing me to, like a year or so ago. So then we have a lot of rumors going on about October 5th, this date of October 5th. So again, I just want to point out, want to put a disclaimer, I'm not setting any type of dates. I don't do that. I'm not foolish enough to set any type of dates on the rapture or anything like that, because I just want you to remember, I want to remind people about Matthew 24:44, which says, "So you also must be ready, because the Son of Man will come at an hour when you do not expect him." If we follow the word, you hold the word true, you can't get around that scripture. So anyway, I just want to point out what these rumors are just real quick. So one of the rumors is that the sign of the red dragon will appear on October 5th, or the Wormwood asteroid will hit the Earth, or other people call it, the world tends to call it Planet X and other names, but the point is talking about Wormwood, and they think that it's going to hit the Earth on October 5th. And then the other rumor is, of course, that the rescue of the bride is going to be on October 5th. But again, we have Matthew 24:44. So you also must be ready, meaning be ready no matter what, because the Son of Man will come at an hour when you do not expect him. So if you're expecting him to come on October 5th, he's obviously not coming on October 5th. So anyway, I just wanted to point out, the whole point of this is that the moon, the harvest moon, there's a significance in the fact that it has a delay. It's in a sense delayed, because it typically comes on September 22nd, but this year it's going to appear in October, on October 5th, and that's a huge delay there. And God said that to me in this dream, this vision I had, that this is a significant sign. So I'm not really sure exactly why it's significant, but he said it's a significant sign. I just thought it was interesting that all these other things are going on with this date, because I didn't know about all this stuff, all these rumors that were being thought of for October 5th. And also I wasn't really aware of course, when things tend to queue up with feasts, they are very important, to be held important. So I just wanted to point these things out, share with my brothers and sisters. So anyway, that's all I have to give to you guys for tonight. I love you. God bless you, and I'll talk with you soon.